Have you been feeling like super confused and like almost like frantic lately? There's been so much going on economically, politically, on the macro level, globally. There's just so much going on. We're all going through these huge spiritual shifts. And honestly, I wish I had someone to talk to when I first went through this, which was like 8 years ago. So because of that, I wanted to make this video to share with you what I wish I knew when I was in your shoes. And it happens all the time. This isn't a process that only happens. It's a process. It's not something that happens once, one and done. You keep on going through spiritual upgrades as you move along on your spiritual journey. And it's a lot. You may be experiencing a lot of racing thoughts. It's almost like sometimes feels like you're losing your mind. You don't know what's going on. It's really hard to know in those times, hey, I'm good. This is simply a spiritual upgrade. So I decided to make this video to talk about what's going on because I'm feeling it. If I'm feeling it, I know you're feeling it. We're all a part of collective consciousness, and we're all feeling it in some way or the other. And to what degree, it all depends. But I think it's important to talk about this. So when you're going through a spiritual upgrade, you may be experiencing a lot of shifts, a lot of expelling of the old energy, the old stuff, the old limiting beliefs, the old, even the dreams coming back to you about your past. Old stuff, expelling old energy, old beliefs, old thoughts, everything that has been just brewing, and it's starting to move away from you and exit your body, exit your mind, exit your heart. And it can be a lot. Like, for example, I started really diving into self-work again somewhere mid-December. And in the past week and a half, I've been feeling huge shifts happening to me. And again, I don't know how many times this happened. I didn't know what was going on. And I almost thought I was losing my mind at some points. So normally I take account of mind, body, spirit on almost a daily basis. Like on 1 out of 10, how am I feeling today? How does my body feel? How does my spirit feel? My mind? This time, everything was really off. And I was like, okay, I'm going to connect with my inner child and see what she wants. She wanted to have fun. So normally what I would do is I go and have fun. And for me, that's normally salsa dancing. So I tried to have fun this weekend and had some fun. Not a lot of it. I couldn't even have fun doing the thing that I love the most, which is dancing. So Sunday, I was feeling very down. I was like, okay, what can I do? And for the past 2 weeks, I couldn't do any of the things that I normally do for self-care. I couldn't meditate, I couldn't read. It was just a lot of racing thoughts, feeling like I can't settle in. I can't settle into not even like into a seating position for a long time. And I tried really to connect with my higher self, and I was able to do that. And I realized this is it. A light bulb went off. This is another spiritual upgrade. How could I have missed this? Again. So I do want to talk about this because, like I said, if I'm feeling it, you're feeling it. When we are, when our consciousness is expanding, we may be feeling disoriented. We may be feeling, we may be having really vivid dreams where we wake up and we can't discern what's reality, what's not reality anymore. We may be having waves of intense emotions, like feeling sad, true sadness, and then happiness, and then it just goes in like fluctuates in high levels all throughout the day. We may be having a baffled brain, a lot of racing thoughts, fatigue, and in dire need to be alone, even though we're an extrovert, for example. Also, like some physical um, um, experiences like insomnia, even though your body is really tired, you can't sleep, ringing in the ears, feeling like the heat coming up and down. It's like all this truly is movement of energy. When you just cannot settle in, but it's not anxiety, it's movement of energy. It is when your mind, body, and spirit are going into an overdrive to deliver the new you. The new you. You that have been working on yourself for a while. You that have been meditating almost daily or daily for many hours or for whatever long. You that have been doing breath works, that have been healing your childhood wounds, that have been healing your ancestral traumas, that have been healing your past life traumas, that have been doing all of this work, you are upgrading to a new version of you. And it feels like your whole world is falling apart and you don't know what's going on. But this is it. This is what's going on. You're becoming a new version of yourself. You're raising your frequency. And with that comes a lot of expelling of the old and moving into the new. And you're going to feel it. You're feeling it physically, mentally, and in your spirit. And at those times, it can be hard to discern what's really happening. Like, especially if you have never, it has never happened to you before. But trust the universe, trust yourself, trust that you're divinely guided, and this is a natural process of transformation that you're going through. And it's something that is, it's like a spiritual transition. It's in this in between phase between spiritual upgrade and its manifestation in reality. It is like you have been, you probably had like a lot of developmental wins. Maybe you have left your career or your job. Maybe you got a new job, you got a promotion, you moved into a new house, you bought a new car, a new house, you moved into a new city where you wanted to live for a long time. But for some reason, you just have this unsettling feeling that you can't shake off, that that's not it, or that maybe perhaps you can't even celebrate your win. It doesn't feel like a win. And this is it. This is why. It's because you're awakening to your true power and your true potential. And because of it, all of these achievements cannot quite capture what you're capable of. It's this in-between phase. It's in between internal awakening and external manifestation. So you are going to be, if you're not already feeling very disconnected and detached from people, things, and situations in your life. And If you don't know what's going on, this is it. Uh, I wish, like I said, I wish I had this someone tell me what I'm going through um, years ago when I first went through this. And by the way, spiritual upgrades are something that happens all the time. As we're working on ourselves, as we're healing, as we're going through all of our clearing all of our wounds and our traumas and all of the past life things. Um, this is you are going to be upgrading spiritually. It's a continuum. It's not one and done. It's not like, oh, I had my spiritual awakening and that's it. No, it's a process and it keeps on going if you keep on working on it. One more thing, distractions. You may be having a lot of distractions, a lot of new people coming all of a sudden into your life and wanting something. Because at this time, you don't know yet what happened, but people are feeling your higher frequency and your higher vibrational energy, and they want to come to you and they want to be in your aura, especially the wounded people, the unhealed people. So be very careful because as a healer or as someone who has been working on themselves and healing themselves for a while, a lot of people may be coming into your life wanting a piece of you. All of a sudden, you have all these people wanting to meet, wanting to talk, want to have coffee, want to have a piece of you. And this isn't the time to do that. If you're going through a spiritual upgrade, this is a time for you to be with yourself, to turn inwards, to sit with yourself, to tune into you, the self-work, self-love, self-care is all that matters at this time. Do not think you may be feeling the pull to be helping others, and that's great, but just remember that you are your priority right now. Spiritual shifts can be a lot and take a lot out of you. And you want to be able to get through this. And in order to get through this, you need to turn inwards, not outwards. So, self-love and self-care, very important. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope this is helpful to you. Please let me know in the comment section if you resonate, if you are going through something similar. I'd love to know about you, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.